Oh, I didn't really expect to be going live, but here we are. Hold on. Don't know where the fuck I'm on that. Yep. Right, so, as it says on the title, my book, #1, and that means it's episode 1 of me going through my book. The book that I'm writing, the things that is kept in this notebook and this notebook here. So, without any further ado, let's go rolling, shall we? Okay, so yeah. Let me just get in bed. It's hard getting on a bed, especially when it's fucking memory foam. But yeah. So this is my book. It's not completely done yet. I haven't got a cover for it yet. I'm just writing it. It's like a bit of a. It's not a scrap version. It's supposed to be the kind of proper version, but not yet anyway. Because I haven't. I'm not going to be typing it up yet. Hold on. It's very hard to do in a bed. If you can hear the music, that's okay. Yeah. It's a live stream. The music. I'm just supposed to play peaceful music. Anyway. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Now, what I have done in this so far is chapter 1, a welcome to mental health and mental illness. No, I don't. Some people do know this, some people don't. But mental health and mental illnesses can be two different things. So mental health is your well-being, the way you live your life. Mental illness is, let me give an example here. Mental illness is like depression or something like that. It's something like that affects your mind, or something that affects your body, more or less. But yeah, that was what chapter 1 was called. The section 1, right? So in this book there are 3 sections. 2 so far. I'm sort of deciding the ideas on section 3 in here. Now the normal book size is going to be that. This is a notebook for my ideas. So right now in this notebook I'm working on chapter 4, and there's like a plan of chapter 4 in there. Just to give you guys a little bit of insight on the book. The 6 subjects that we are doing for section 1. Let's see if we can not tear the page out. Depression, anxiety, psychosis, bipolar, Black Dog syndrome, autism, and social development, which I will talk to you about later if I get onto it. Now, in the chapter 2, which is the psychosis, what I'm mainly going to do in all of these is just give a basic, I have a really long paged analysis of what these all are. So psychosis right now is 3 to 4 pages, and it's quite big. I'll show you how much I've done on psychosis. That's just 1 page. In here, this may be 1.5 pages, something like that. Page. Hold on. Page 2. Can we get to page 2? Page 2 for psychosis is this one here. Page 3. Oh, hello, person who joined. Page 3 is that for psychosis. Page 3 is that for psychosis. Page 2. Yeah, and as you can see there is quite a lot of writing. So that is 3 to 4 pages. Now the next one, hello person who joined the live stream. I'm such a bad YouTuber. I've just got back at it. Now the chapter 3 is the bipolar disorder. Now what this is like it's high mood and low mood. You can have it's mania, and you can have mania episodes where it's like you're really happy, you have a bunch of ideas and all that. You have a bunch of self-esteem, pretty much, a bunch of confidence in yourself. Now this can be a good thing. Oh, another person joined. Hello. Now, this can be a good thing, but there's also a depressive episode as well, which is the depression, which we're going to be talking about later on in another episode, because this episode I'm just showing you what I've done so far. So what I've done so far is just 1, 2, 3. Another person, I'm the only one here. Oh, someone else joined. Black Knowles. Yeah. Someone else joined. Someone. Okay. Now the actual writing of the book is going to be in one of these. It's not going to look like that. Trust me, it's not. It's going to have like a new cover, all that sort of stuff. But it's going to be genuinely that size. So as I said before, the chapter 1 is the chapter 1 is Welcome to Mental Health. Now that one is only about... What? I don't get what you mean. Because the chapter 1 is on about 3 or 4 pages. So it's on about 3 or 4 pages. I think it's just 3 so far, and maybe 4. I don't know yet. But I've also set up a plan in here. So yeah. So this is for chapter 4. Oh, thanks for the like. Another person joined. It says 2 people up there. I'm seeing three people now. Thank you. That's my ideas for chapter 4, which is about autism. The first paragraph, tell them what autism is, and also mention that it is a lifelong mental illness. You can't get rid of it. There's no cure for it, as I know. The second paragraph, tell them the different types of autism, Asperger's, social development, and many others. Now, I was kind of, they tried to diagnose me with autism, but it came back as that I didn't have it. It came back as something I had called social development. What this means is I don't really connect with people that well. I don't connect with people that well my age. So, yeah. Paragraph 3, symptoms and causes. Yeah. Paragraph 4, how to cope with it. And paragraph 5, tell them different clubs or helplines to help them deal with it, because you need this sort of stuff so you can deal with all of it. Now, the section 2, life issues. If you are a teenager that's watching this, these are kind of essential, kind of not essential if they apply to you. So section 2, life issues, is family issues, love life, friend issues, exams, general things in a teen's life, puberty, and that coincides with drug use and alcohol use, and now there's no one in the live stream. It's fine. And bullying, that's also another one there. The section's 3 ideas, it's what's right for you, and that can mean college, apprenticeships, sixth form, and a job. So, and a job. And there's also finding your true form. So pretty much section 3 ideas. Section 3, oh, another person joined, hello. I don't know if it's the same person or something like that. But section 3 ideas is what's right for you, finding your true form, general issues for you as a person. This can also not be a teenager, this can be an adult as well. Stepping out of your own comfort zone, that can mean, I don't know, stepping out of your room or stepping out of the house, doing something you wouldn't normally do. For example, when I was dealing with the depression I had, I went out for a walk. When I had the black dog syndrome, I went out for a walk, and it just relieved me so many times, because I just thought, this is beautiful to look at, this is beautiful. I'm having a long walk, I'm doing something that I wouldn't normally do. Yeah? Another one is miracles, life-changing opportunities. One of my life-changing opportunities, well, 2 of them actually, being a radio presenter and doing YouTube. Yeah? Those 2 life-changing opportunities are there because I want to help people. The radio, the hospital radio, is so that the people in bed don't have to have such a miserable time. Also because it's what I want to do when I'm older. The YouTube is simply pleasurable for me to do because I get to do live streams. I get to talk to the people that join the live streams. So yeah, I'm grateful for this. So in section 1, the psychosis. Oh, Little Che. I don't understand that. So in section 1, the psychosis is going to be around about 4 pages. The bipolar 4 or 5, autism 5, 4 or 6 pages. The anxiety 4 or 5, depression 6 to 8, and black dog syndrome 5 to 9 pages. So as you can clearly see, this is a very good book that I'm writing. I'm not trying to write this book for money. I'm trying to write this book to help teenagers with their life, because I know it's a hard life, and I've seen shit that people wouldn't normally see. So yeah. Section 2, the life issues. Maybe you should write a book in Japanese. Don't know it. I don't know Japanese. The section 2, family issues 5 to 7, love life 3 to 5, friend issues 4 to 6, exams 2 to 4, general things in a teen's life 1 to 5, puberty 1 to 7, bullying 2 to 6 or 7 pages. Now the section 3, what other language do you speak? English. That's it. I don't know any others. I know a bit of French, but that is it. I can speak in a Scottish accent when I'm pissed off, and that's not a thing against Scotland. And that's not a thing against Scotland. It's just a natural thing I have. But yeah. So as I said before, the actual pages for the books are quite long. The section 3 ideas are quite based at kind of your spirit, kind of your soul, the way you live, the way you kind of just live your life. The finding your true form bit is just amazing. The finding, the way I found I haven't found my true form yet. I haven't even found it, and I do stuff like being a radio presenter and stuff like that. I do stuff like being a radio presenter and stuff like that. That's me stepping out of my comfort zone, because I've met people in that radio station which I would never have thought of doing. So yeah. It's amazing. The kind of right. So I'm gonna just read a little bit about my book to you. No one can actually pinpoint why people will get mental illnesses. Well, I think they're wrong. I think that I can at least try to give one reason why they happen. And here it is. Here's that one reason why I think people get mental illnesses. And this is run about what? That much long? This is run about that much long? And a little bit more as well. So yeah. So there's a little bit of it. The best reason I am allowed to give, because I'm not allowed to cross some boundaries in case it affects anybody. And trust me, there are many examples. For example, a break in a relationship. Now this can mean a family. People get mental illnesses because of a traumatic event. Yes, that is also one as well. I did anyway. Right. Oh. Well, yes, that can also that is another one as well. There are a ton of ways it can happen. No one can pinpoint exact. So yours is because of a traumatic event. We'll say if mine was also kind of a traumatic event, but it was also because of what was happening around me as well, which I couldn't really explain at the time. For example, it was a bunch of stuff for me. I was having a breakup with my girlfriend. My mum and stepdad were in a bad relationship. I was doing bad at school. People were bullying me. All that sort of shit kind of brought it on, which is the reason why I just started to feel like there was no point. But yeah, there's a break in a relationship. This can cause depression because you keep thinking to yourself that you did something wrong, then you forget about. You should do mukbangs. What's that? I don't know what mukbangs are. This can cause depression because you can keep thinking to yourself that you did something wrong. By that I mean like you didn't work hard enough to keep her. You didn't work hard enough to keep the girlfriend. In my case, anyway. If you're the girl, then you didn't, and then you think like a talk show, but you eat at the same time. They're really popular. Yeah. I'm not trying to be popular. Okay. Right. So yeah. So by trying to like, as I said before, you're trying to find out why you broke up. If you try to find that out, trust me, you're not going to. I tried to find out why I broke up with my girlfriend. It didn't help me very much. It just put me into 4 more months of worrying why she broke up with me, and then ending up we broke up even more. Hello, person who has joined. Hello. Another reason why. The other reason why, because you were born with it or developed it through life. That is the autism, or another kind of mental. Oh, someone else liked it. Thank you for the like. This can be autism, social development, stuff like that. What both of these terms means is you don't react or get along with most people. It would take ages for people to understand you. If you have autism or social development, have you heard the new song "Killing Me" by Icon Pop? I haven't actually. Wait, is this? No way. Is this Molly? Is this Molly who's watching now? Is this Molly who's watching? Swear to God. So yeah. And that is a little bit about the reason. That is a little bit of the book. I could give more. For example, I could explain what psychosis is. I'll give you a little bit of a sentence of what psychosis is. There's a whole 4 pages on it. Hello, person who has joined. I love Icon. No, there's a little chi. Ooh. Right, who are those 2 people? Duh, it's Phoebe Pop. Who are those 2 people? I don't know who you are. But here's a general, just a small thing about psychosis. It's pretty much delusions and hallucinations. So that means like you're hearing stuff in your head, like hearing voices in your head. It's me. Okay. It's like hearing voices in your head, something that maybe someone else wouldn't hear. The delusions is something that only you can say, that no one else can say. Only you can say it. I've had voices in my head. I still have voices in my head. Don't take that seriously. Don't take that the wrong way. Don't take that the wrong way. It's just I have voices in my head that I talk to. I even give them names, and that's because that's just me. Because I always feel alone, and that's something else that psychosis can trigger as well. Another thing that is kind of bad about the psychosis is there's various things that can make it happen. So a traumatic experience, stress, drug misuse. Drug misuse is a big one. So is alcohol misuse. The kind of worst one is drug misuse, because you can die of that one. The alcohol misuse, you can just get a hangover, but if you get a hangover, just stay where you fucking are. Don't move at all, because you will start to see stuff. Like I was in my PSAT lessons, and they said you will start to see magical ponies and all that sort of shit. But side effects of prescribed medication as well. A physical condition such as brain tumor, yeah, that can be one as well. Or I don't know why the fuck I'm saying this, but some people say if you're possessed by an unholy force, something like that. I do believe in all this shit. I do believe in it, because there's been films made about it. There's been a ton of stuff about it. Why do you think I'm doing this? I'm asking the 2 people that are watching now. Why do you think I'm writing the book? Why do you think I'm writing the book right now? Why do you think I'm doing it? And 1 person left. No, I've got no viewers. I ask them a simple question, they think, fuck, I don't want to answer it. Oh god. Oh gosh. Anyway, someone's back, hello. we're talking about my book. If this is the same person, then why do you think I wrote the book? Yeah, why do you think I wrote it? Do you think I wrote it to get money? No, the obvious answer is no. Do you think I wrote it to get money? Do you think I wrote it to help people with mental illnesses? Do you think I wrote it so I could get rid of my mental illnesses? What do you think? Put your votes in now, and the person left. I don't know if they're actually leaving or if they're just going off the video. But yeah. Chewing gum, chew. I just got that. I just got that comment. So yeah, so I'm going to stop talking about that now. But as I said before, the autism, they did try and diagnose me with it, so I know what this shit is, okay? Also, I have this here. Do you know what this is? Asperger's syndrome. Now, this is something like social development. What is Asperger's syndrome? Like other autism profiles, that means there is more. Oh, 3 likes now, thank you. Asperger's syndrome is a lifelong developmental disability that affects how people perceive the world and interact with others. Yeah, I should have this. Yeah, I should have this because I see the world very differently to some people. People with Asperger's syndrome see, hear, and feel the world differently to other people. If you have Asperger's syndrome, you have it for life. It is not an illness or disease and cannot be cured, in a way. Often people that feel that Asperger's syndrome is a fundamental aspect of their identity. Autism is a spectrum condition. All autistic people share certain difficulties, but being autistic will affect them in different ways. Some people with Asperger's syndrome also have social development and kind of trying to connect with people, and also they have a rare, not really rare, but they have a kind of a phase where they behave wrong or something like that. Meaning people need different levels and types of support. Yeah. So there's a group. There's a bunch of groups in Manchester. There's a bunch of groups all over the UK, all over the world that are trying to help these people. So yeah. People with Asperger are of average or above average intelligence. Yeah. Hello to people who have joined. Hello, we are talking about Asperger's syndrome. We've moved away from the book. They do not usually have the learning disabilities that many autistic people have, but they may have specific learning difficulties, which is why they may also be placed on the EHCP plan, which is the Educational Health Check Plan. And you can get money from the council, you can get money from anywhere, but mainly from the council, and that is to help you with your education, so that you don't have a shit education. They have fewer problems with speech, but may still have difficulties with understanding and processing language. So yeah, so I had problem with my speech. I had to go see a speech and language therapist when I was younger, 4 or 5, because I had a stammer, and I couldn't speak properly. I couldn't even speak when I was 4 years old. Imagine that. Not being able to speak at the age of 4. And everyone's normally speaking by the age of 2 or 1. How common is Asperger's syndrome? Autism, including Asperger's syndrome, is much more common than most people think. There are 700,000 people in UK with autism. Yeah, that many people. 700,000. That's more than 1 in 100 people with Asperger's syndrome come from all nationalities and cultural, religious, and social backgrounds, although it appears to affect. How do people with Asperger's syndrome see the world? I can give you my opinion of this, and I can also give you this opinion. This opinion is more the better one, so I'll just read you this one. Some people with Asperger's syndrome say the world feels overwhelming, and this can cause some considerable anxiety. In particular, understanding and relating to other people and taking part in everyday family, school, work, and social life can be harder. Other people appear to know intuitively how to communicate and interact with people. Hello, person who has joined. Yet can also struggle to build rapport with people with Asperger's syndrome. People with Asperger's syndrome may wonder why they are different and feel their social differences mean people don't understand them. Yeah, that's what I thought. Autistic people, including those with Asperger's syndrome, often do not look disabled. Some parents of autistic children say that other people simply think their child is naughty, while others find that they are misunderstood. We are educating the public about autism through our Too Much Information campaign. Yeah. So autism is the big thing. They tried to diagnose me, it didn't come up with it. Came up with called social development, which means not being able to do something which meaning I can't connect with people. People don't understand me that well. It takes people like 2-3 years to understand me. Yeah? Some people it takes them 5 minutes. Yeah? Do you know why? It takes them 5 minutes. Because they're the ones that actually care. They're the ones that actually think, I actually want to be friends with this kid. They're the ones that think, wait, why am I being mean to him? The ones that take them around about 3 or 2 years, they're were the bullies, from me anyway. So yeah, I'm not going to get into that too much now. But yeah, that is pretty much it. I'm also going to show you this table, which is going to be going in the book. Yeah, it's not really a table, it's a chart. It's a chart about autism, actually. So here are some of the reasons why we have autism. And I haven't copied this on the website or anything. This is actually from general knowledge about autism because people have told me about it. So yeah, behavioral intervention. So this can mean, or modifications, this can mean your speech and language. This can mean your speech and language therapists, stuff like that. It can also mean having a behavior lesson about, like, I don't know, behaving at home, behaving at school, something like that. Occupational therapy. Social skills. So for me, that's a big one because it takes people a lot of time to understand me. Speech or language therapy. Hi Joe. Speech or language therapy. That's something that I had when I was younger. It's really bad. Seriously, you don't want to have it. You don't want to have a speech language therapist teaching you fucking words that you're gonna end up saying later on anyway. I couldn't speak till I was 4 or 5. Yeah, it's mental. It's mental. But yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna wrap up the live stream actually. So I would like to thank the people who have watched it. I'm going to Ireland in 2 days, so you won't be seeing from me then. You might see my Instagram every now and then. Thank you for the 3 likes. It's just amazing. Thanks for the 3 likes. Yeah, and as always, I'll talk to you all later. Peace